Alright guys, welcome back. I just did the Tower of Power video and now I'm going to do an elevator video. So, here we go. You already have a base. Let's just assume it's full of stuff. And there's already a ceiling and everything and you want to put an elevator in here. Well, get this. You don't have to destroy anything. This wall is placed as a marker. So we're going to use that as an alignment tool. So here we go. Let's get this. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to get this nice and even. And I would recommend using a metal wall for this. And here we go. The metal wall has the two sides right there. So it's a little bit uneven. I'm going to slow down the DPI on my mouse for this, because I like to be a perfectionist. The one that I actually built in our base, I don't know why it's not showing anymore. Why is it not showing? Oh, it's showing on top because of the location of the camera. There we go. Okay, that fixed that. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to line this up nice and flush. Try and get the camera in a nice sweet spot right there. Oop. Unfortunately, you have to look up at kind of a high angle to do this. So we want it to be just on the other side of this wall. About as even as it gets. Now let's put it together and see how it works. So you'll notice here that it goes right up through the ceiling. Now I'm gonna run over and grab some. Actually, I'll just add it to my inventory. I don't need to go through all that effort. Alright, so here we go. Let's just say 10. And it is 75. Eventually I'll end up memorizing all these, so future videos will be a lot smoother. But I'm just going to throw it on the ladder, see which side it is to grab it, and exit fly mode. Okay, so here we go. I'll just walk right over this. The first one that I placed, you actually could not walk over this because it was placed on thatch. Now when you do this, you want to make sure you're using a more flat foundation to work with. So let's check our precision. Make sure it's nice and flush. Looks pretty good. Always check everything, check the top, check the bottom, and then replace this. Bam. Look at that. This is exactly what it's going to look like on top, pretty much. So I don't have a generator, I do have wiring. Actually, I do have a generator in my fabricator. Now that I'm not flying, I can actually sprint. So I'll just sprint over here. Adding 3 separate items might take a little bit longer than just sprinting over here, so I'm sorry for doing this. I came unprepared. Grab the gas and generator. Okay, so I'm not sure if you have to have the electrical cabling connected to every single piece of elevator track, but we're just going to put one wherever we feel like it. Now, personally, I would like to have a refrigerator or something next to one of these, so when I'm grabbing the dinosaur off of the bottom floor, top floor, or whatever, I can grab meat for it, berries for it, whatever I'm going to be giving it. That's a little bit of personal preference. I'll also be having smithies and stuff like that at the top or bottom, wherever the exit's going to be, for inventory. Of course, quite a few of them. So let's turn this on. And you can see it connects to quite a few of the pieces, but let's go up the elevator. And voila, elevator is perfectly flush. Now, it doesn't have to be in the positioning that I put it in, but if you already have your walls up and everything, this is the easiest way to get it nice and flush with everything and have extra space for storage and etc., making it easier to come up the elevator, grab some stuff. You could probably put a vault here or whatever. I like it a little bit further back. If you wanted to, you could probably, once you get it lined up and everything, just move it back to the wall. I'll do a quick little track placement of the wall. It'll probably try and snap in like that. So let's just assume I want to line it up with that line right there. So let's put it up this line. Bam. Actually, I had this issue before. Gonna do some battle really quick. And it got stuck. Why would it get stuck? Alright, let's get this corpse out of the way. I don't want to be dealing with this. Okay, so I'm gonna go craft an elevator track. Unfortunately, there isn't an item ID that I can actually give it to myself in the inventory, so let's just get that out of the way. Grab some metal. Is that enough? Nope. Grab some more metal. So the elevator track, oh, it's cementing paste. Okay, that I can give myself. Hopefully the Argent doesn't destroy that before I have a chance to craft this. Just get its attention over here. I should probably be giving myself an Ascendant one so I can just one-shot them, but whatever. Oh great, there's two of them. I'm getting a little bit of FPS lag here. Let's up the DPI. Get a nice little drag shot. Okay, and that's taken care of. Lower DPI. Alright, got that, turn that off. It's gonna be kind of a long video, I apologize. I should have had everything ready, but I don't want to make this video twice, considering the amount of people who actually watch my videos is next to zero. Okay, so it doesn't look like elevator tracks or elevators actually have anything to do with each other, but this is pretty much what it would look like if you had the track up against the wall on the inside. I'm not sure if you can put an elevator through a wall. I could test that really quick for you guys. I'm just gonna run over and grab another one, but yeah, if it was up against a wall, it would look like that pretty much. Got it nice and flush. It's not gonna be flush to the point that this one is. It's not gonna be 100% symmetrical. If you were doing a really slim base, you would want it 100% symmetrical, obviously. They're not the fastest things in the world, but it's pretty cool. You can spray paint them. You can spray paint this too. One of the cooler things that you can do I'm going to grab some ceilings and show you guys something kind of special that my friend did. So let's just say 10. And we are going to be getting the greenhouse ceilings. So with these, bam. Now you can look down and see where your elevator is. So if you wanted to do something, you could go do it, wait for your elevator, and ta-da! Looks really flush too. Oh, that's right. Okay, so if anybody's still interested in continuing watching, I'm going to test whether or not you can put an elevator through a wall by placing the platform and then placing the wall after. So this would require some base demolition. If you already had a base up, wouldn't be too much. It would just be removing a few things. Let's get that out of the way. I'm really curious to see this because if it goes through roofs, I wouldn't see why it wouldn't go through walls as well. Okay, let's demolish this. Oh, wow. So, you got that down there. So this is unpowered. We'll just throw down a generator really quick. This is just for testing purposes. This isn't for fluidity or anything like that. I'm not going to be too picky about how I do this. I love vertical cables, by the way. They're really good for a lot of things. And I don't have any gas, so I'm going to go grab some gas out of this other generator because I'm not prepared. Need to make better videos. And this is actually what I'm doing right now is something that I see a lot of people do who make YouTube videos. They're just unprepared and they don't really what? It's unpowered. Why is this unpowered? So let's demolish that. Try with the cabling again. I'm just going to hotbar the cabling to make this simple. So that should be the snap point. I don't understand why that wouldn't be the snap point. Okay, let's try placing another piece right here. Unpowered. Generator's on. Electrical box is not sparking. Let's crash this down again. Grab our fuel out of the generator. Let's get rid of this generator. Oh, so the electrical cable is snapping onto the second piece of electrical cable. There's my problem right there. And I feel so that is stupid. So that snapped in nice and neat. Ah. Okay, so it is unable to lift the foundation. Alright, so since we're not trying to lift a foundation here, I'm going to destroy this and run back. That was kind of an interesting feature. I mean, considering it was only 500 pounds, I don't know if it was 500,000 and it wouldn't register, but it said 500 pounds. I would assume that it would be able to lift 500 pounds. Great, so I'm going to want the elevator track, which I forgot to grab, so elevator platform. I have 2 elevator tracks, so that should be enough. But I do need metal foundations, so I'm going to grab that. Grab my metal foundations here. Now, I don't want it to be leveling or lifting the metal foundations, so that's why I'm grabbing these. We're going to put those behind the wall. I'll just throw an extra one down for whatever, for the lulls. Now I can place this through to the other side of the wall as long as I know where that is. Alright, so let's get that. Right now, platform is obstructed. Demolish wall. Demolish wall. So this could be useful if it does work to hide your elevator track. Now, I'm going to add some metal walls really quick. Yet again, apologizing for etc., etc. Okay, so that's not allowing me to place the metal walls. Let's try raising this up. Got those down. Put that back down. Elevates. And we have success. Elevators do work through walls. You can actually box in. Okay, so assuming that I had this placed correctly and it wasn't in the middle of a foundation, you know, you could box this in. Maybe if it was over here, you could have a generator right here, have dedicated generators running up the elevator track if you had a really tall elevator, something like that. Or you could just put multiple generators, one at the top, one at the bottom, etc., etc. But we now have an enclosed elevator track. So any of the hardcore PvPers out there, obviously you're going to want as much base defense as possible. You're going to want a door down there or whatever, but this is proving that you can in fact do this. Seeing it here first. So we have the placement over here, which was covered. Very nice. As you saw, I passed through it. As long as you are standing and you are not moving, if I move, I obviously fall off. If you are standing and not moving, if the elevator has enough weight to, in fact, carry you, which is 1,500 pounds because it's a medium platform, and for the small platform, it would be 700. So small platform, not going to do very much. Big platform, it's going to do quite a bit. Platforms can overlay. You can put a bigger one behind it. It is all how you do it. This has all been for testing purposes. But yeah, as you can see, any dinosaur that your elevator platform can hold, you can put through ceilings. Like I said before, this is for people who already have their bases set up. As you can see, it is nearly absolutely perfectly symmetrical. It is like almost spot on right there. You can see it's a little bit off, but unless somebody points it out to you, you're never going to notice. And it's also flush with the ceiling. I mean, you can move it a little bit further back to make it more flush, but I mean, that's pretty good. You can go through ceilings. You can put your elevator behind a wall. It doesn't get much better than that. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some people who are obsessed with this. You don't even have to destroy the stuff. Now, let's see what happens when we demolish this. Everything above it is destroyed. Good to know. Alright, had a little bit of computer lag there. Alright, so the next test is, will the second platform pull me off the first one? And it will not. Now, if you wanted to, you could use multiple platforms. Say you had an elevator that only went up to one room, like a secret elevator, that is possibly through the wall, like so. Hidden elevator. You could have a remote keypad somewhere within the vicinity that would cause the elevator to come up, overlapping your other elevator. So you could have another elevator in front of this, or whatever. And then this one would take you to your secret underground lair. Let's just have some ideas, speculate. Any comments, suggestions, do's, don'ts, ideas, feel free to comment. I'd love to see some comments. And that is all for this video. Thanks, guys, and have a good day.